Hi everyone! In this video let's talk about wedding trends. The first one is personalization. I am particularly in love with this trend because it means what you exactly have to do for your wedding day. You plan and organize your wedding the way you really want, that reflects who you are. It means no heavy makeup, no themes that do not really represent you. Of course, if you're a person who likes nature very much, then it would be great if you could organize something outside, outdoors. In case you're a person who likes surfing very much, then probably a beach wedding would be the best choice for you. But think about something that describes you, that reflects really your personality. And then use this to organize your wedding, to show everyone, your guests, and maybe your future children who you were and what you really liked, so that the wedding day really reflects you and your personality. It means also we think about this personalization not only in the way what we prepare for the wedding day and how we organize this day, how we are going to entertain the guests, which food we are going to serve, but also the photographer style, the videographer style. There should be no heavy Lightroom presets anymore or excessive editing. When you get your pictures back or your video clips back, yes, of course, we all want them look really nice, professionally filmed, but at the same time, they should reflect who we are without too much filters above. And this is what this first personalization trend is all about. Another trend is outdoor ceremonies. And basically, in connection to the first trend, personalization, I think outdoor or personal ceremonies are really something you can use to show your personality actually and to make your day so special and unique that would reflect you and you as a couple. Because outdoor ceremonies help to make the whole wedding more personal. You could organize some small speeches or even invite one of your best friends or someone from your relatives to lead the whole ceremony. In this way, it's gonna be really then personal to you, without inviting people you don't really know, maybe who are professionals in doing the ceremony, but these people, they do not really matter to you. So, in my opinion, it's much better if you choose someone among your guests or maybe among your best friends and ask them to lead the ceremony for you. In general, of course, outdoor ceremonies give you much more freedom in how you could organize the whole wedding to make the place decorated in the way you like it and not necessarily as it is already pre-decorated. It has to be decorated if it's any public official place. You can invite as many guests as you want. Everyone would feel comfortable and you would all have together really nice time. Sustainability or eco-friendly options. This is another trend of the coming season, and we are of course into this trend already for some time, and it's just to develop more and more. I particularly really like this trend, and this is actually also a very nice opportunity to save on your wedding and stay in line with this trend. Let me explain why. Because what this trend includes? It includes reusable decor. It means you could rent a decor and not only rent it, but also to use it for different parts of your wedding days. For example, some part of the decor you could use for your outdoor ceremonies firstly, and then move these parts, for example, to the dining hall or to the reception or whatever you think it would be appropriate and wherever you need it. So don't be afraid of doing it. You just need to organize and think about in advance who will help you to move these parts from one place to the other. Also, if we think about sustainability, it's a great opportunity to think other ways of decoration rather than flowers. Of course, I agree that flowers adds the most unique atmosphere and beauty to the place, and probably we are not yet ready to say no to fresh flowers decorations like at all. But what we could use, for example, flowers in the pot for your ceremonies or for the hall where the dining will be taking place. And these flowers in the pot you could take with you home afterwards and it would be additional nice reminder about your wedding day. What also I could say about flowers and decoration with flowers for your wedding, that now the trend is gonna be, of course, in the way that you minimize the size of the composition. And with this amount of flowers that are used to prepare this composition. And instead of this, for example, on the table, you could use several small pieces made of fresh flowers that would be distributed along the whole table. Another way to make a unique experience for you and for your guests is using colorful tablecloths. Instead of attracting attention with the compositions made of fresh flowers and in that way decorating the table or the dining area, you could use a really nice tablecloths. There are a variety of them and you can find really nice pieces to use for your wedding. Let's not about technology. Nowadays, there's so many possibilities, tools that would help you organize your wedding. And it starts really from the tools that would help you to calculate your budget and plan the whole wedding up to the point when you're gonna invite your guests and in such a way use some e-invites. Again, it helps you to save some money instead of buying invitations. Although they are very pretty and really beautiful, no one actually going to keep them for a very long time and most of them get thrown away. So why not, instead of using paper invites, prepare e-invites? What you could do, for instance, you could make a small clip about you as a couple and then in the end of this small clip invite person to your wedding, providing all the details just in the clip. Of course, don't forget about wedding websites or websites for your wedding. That would help also to keep people posted about all what is coming up front, all details you want to share about your wedding. This is a really nice way to keep guests also prepared so that they know what to expect in the wedding day. And also for you, it's gonna be much easier to organize the wedding itself and inform people about everything you want them to be informed. Destination wedding. I personally also prepared a destination wedding for myself, and this is on the one hand a unique experience, on the other hand, of course, it's much more difficult when you're not really at the place where the wedding is gonna be and not even like close enough so that you could go there by car whenever you want. But at the same time, it's really something you feel very, very special, since all your guests are coming to a new place. You are coming to a new place. It's really like escape from your daily life. And it really makes the day feeling very, very special for you. If you go for a destination wedding, what is gonna be a trend this year, think about wedding weekends. So organizing the wedding not only like the day itself, but maybe doing some dinner before the wedding day or some brunch afterwards, so that you could extend your celebration to several days. This would help you, first of all, to have a chance to talk to most people, because it's always such a problem that during the wedding day, it's actually nice if you could talk to each of your guests, but sometimes it doesn't really happen, or you just say a few words and you don't really have time to enjoy the moment and to talk a bit more to the people you invited. A small trend, but still I would like to list it here, since I particularly really like it and we used it for our wedding itself. It's a champagne tower or Prosecco tower. I personally think it looks, first of all, really special. It's not something you normally do. Plus, it really adds some kind of activity to your wedding. And it's a really good material for your photographer and videographer to include it into the video clip, for example, in such a way to dilute the clip and make it more interesting. Trend number 7 in my list, there's the one I'm particularly really keen of. This is the mismatched dresses of bridesmaids. And I know for such a long time, and probably still is, people tend to select just one color for the bridesmaid dresses, and I don't know really why. If it's really like a color you're absolutely obsessed with, then probably yes. But I still believe it looks much more beautiful if you not just choose one color, but you choose a color and allow different shades of it. It adds to the look, on the one hand, much more different shades. If you look at different pictures, then I'm sure comparing two different options, like the one when bridesmaids are all in the same color dresses, and another one where you can use really different shades of the same color, you would agree that bridesmaids in the dresses of different colors or different shades, this picture looks much more interesting. But this is in the end what you're gonna get from your photographer. So think about this, at least in this way. On the other hand, also for your friends who are gonna wear these dresses, it's much more easy if you give them some kind of freedom and not just a picked up color that might not match their personality like at all, so they will not really feel comfortable in the dress of this color. But if you allow to choose them the shade or give a variety of shades to choose from, then I'm sure your friends are gonna be much more happy. And since we are talking about colors now, the 8th trend in my list is of course the color of the season. And here there's nothing more to say than to look at the Pantone choice. The choice of the Pantone is Viva Magenta, as you might already know. So this is the color that descends from the red, and I think this is a unique opportunity to use this color to add some bright spots to your wedding. So if you look at the Pantone website, as you know, they basically always provide 2 color palettes, one based on New York Fashion Week and the second based on the London. And depending where you organize the wedding, probably you would like to look to the one or the other. I always think it's more like inspirational thing. Of course, you can choose whatever you want, but in case you can't decide between 2 colors, then you could always check what Pantone suggests. Maybe it would help you to make your choice. Sometimes we spend so many times choosing things, looking for the best one, but actually looking always for the best one, sometimes we just lose time and we could do something more interesting or more pleasant meanwhile. So I hope these trends and ideas I shared with you will help you organize your perfect day. Of course, trends are just for inspiration. If you want, you follow them. If not, then not. It's completely up to you. So I think importantly, just remember that personalization is everything and it's your day. So you do what you want and who you really are. And we see each other in the next videos very soon. Bye bye.